Welcome to episode 26 of Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex, the season finale. Before we get into the episode, I want to thank, once again, Pun Pundit for sponsoring these reactions. Thank you so much, man. I genuinely enjoyed the entire season. I can't believe how good this show is, and honestly, I'm kind of glad that I didn't experience it until now, when I have just a broader scope on anime in general. And obviously, having played other games with similar stories like Automata, I'd also like to thank all of our other patrons for supporting us and making sure that we're able to continue doing the content that we love to do. If you'd like to join them, head over onto our Patreon. But yeah, I have no idea how this is going to go down. It seems completely hopeless. We literally just lost the major at the end of last episode and everybody else got caught. What now, right? I have no guesses, so all I can hope is that we get a satisfying ending. By now, you guys know what to do. I'm going to start the episode in 3, 2, 1, play. As a ghost on the net. Isn't this the library where the major ended up in when she was chasing after the laughing man? Standalone complex. Is it possible that what I theorize is what's actually going to happen here? Is this a time skip? A lot of them died, man. Others got caught. Why? Because the election went through? Poor Togi-san, man. I don't know. I know he has a family to take care of and everything, but I also feel like it's just lonely being left here and not suffering the same fate as everybody else. Because the Section 9 was also his family. But now it's like it just completely disappeared off the face of the earth. This is just a hopeless ending. Imprisoned. Imprisoned. Okay. We didn't see Motoko. Well, he got protection, yeah. I don't want to believe it. Oh. Deceased. Okay, there you go. That's what they believe in, anyway. But as we saw, potentially she could have survived on the net. Not exactly a ghost created by the system, but one that survives in it. And if somebody was to do it, then I think the Major would have a great chance at keeping her individuality. Something's gonna happen, right? Some ray of hope. They're gonna get contacted by someone. Only after Section 9 all died, got taken out. You have worked? Yeah, sure, dude. I probably mispronounced this guy's name. It's Yakushima. Maybe I probably said Yukushima or something. I totally get it. Yeah, that's true. It's almost as if all the work that you guys had did was for nothing. Okay. Okay, good. I got a little scared there. Tokusa is a good man, but don't go doing anything rash, alright? I would say that's true, yeah. Mm-hmm. Where is he? What happened to him? Hmm. That's the book with the quote. Oh no, Togusa. Oh no. Wait, isn't that Bato? What are you doing here? What the? What the hell? What? I'm in shock that Tokusa is. What happened, dude? What is this? What? Did they all get released? To Tokusa, that's supposed to be like a dream. Like, what's going on? Oh, yes, Aramaki pulled through. Yeah. So sacrificing Section 9 was actually part of the plan. But yeah, like, I mean, the man was suffering the entire 3 months, man. But I guess to fool your enemies, you also have to fool your friends, right? I did say that, yeah. Mm-hmm. It's better for Tokusa to have gotten caught first. But what about the Major? Thank you, Tokusa. Dead? Yeah, sure, dude. Man, it's just... It feels unreal, man. I completely understand Tokusa's reaction here. So you pulled through, didn't you? It doesn't matter that he doesn't get the credit for this. Yeah. Probably not. Better that they work solo. Prospective new member. Who? Wait, if we could get the Laughing Man into the squad. Is that Yakushima? I don't remember what he looks like. So yeah, like, where's the Major? Oh. Oh. Is this the actual physical place? What is this? Oh damn, that's just this shot is so trippy and really cool. What are you? Fully remote prosthetic. Okay. Yeah. That was the end of your job for you, maybe? Yeah. And she did. Kinda. That is true. To fix the world? You were the poster child? Mm-hmm. There's just so many references. And it makes a lot of sense because, you know, he's got all the information here. I I'm trying so hard to keep up. Standalone complex. There we go. An existence born from the system. A physical object? What is that? Curiosity. Just like the Tachikomas? Who? Oh, Aramaki. Yeah, I feel the same, Aramaki. Work for us? Yes, please. Please. That would be so incredible. Please, come on, dude. Put your skills to the use. To good use, I was trying to say. Huh? What? Damn. And he's gone. I hope nothing bad happens here. Who was that? Oh, don't tell me they planted a bomb or something. Oh no, dude. Yeah, they totally. Oh shit. Who are you? I don't remember that quote. This feels like a familiar shot. And of course, this one shot from the OP. Wow. Wow. What an incredible series. It's amazing. Incredible. The narrative is extremely solid and it had pretty much everything that I like about media in it. I could not predict where the show was going to go quite often. And the way that it spins its narrative is just so refreshingly fun and engaging. Something that it's very rare to see nowadays. And I can certainly understand why this is considered a classic anime. This is definitely a must-watch for anybody who's really getting into the anime, but what I will say is that it's definitely not for everyone. With how they structure, or rather, how should I put this? how they tell the story with like making or trusting the audience to pick up context wherever they can as the characters just move through the world, because they understand the world, right? They don't need to sit down and explain it to us, but we as the viewer need to figure it out as they're doing their operations and whatnot. That kind of could leave some people in the dust, but it's just such a fun way of telling a story and creates great situations like the one episode with Aramaki where he was put in that bad situation, and that bad situation led to his characterization and fleshing out his character more, becoming much more interesting in my eyes. And the episodes with Bato as well, which were really, really good for establishing his character in my mind. These are the characters that I remember, right? Like Togusa also had some really good moments too. All the way back near like the start of the season, actually. I genuinely cared about all of these characters, and I even was like, oh, please don't, please nothing happen to Togusa's family, because I really like them. And getting your audience to like characters it's difficult without them being like some sort of kooky or funny or weird in some way. These guys aren't really that. They're not like the regular like anime character archetypes. They're just people in a world that is cold and harsh and cybernetic, and they're doing their best to uphold justice, and it's really cool to see them. There were so many themes, philosophies, and honestly just straight up quotes that were spoken throughout the entire season. It was pretty heavy here on the final episode, and honestly, I will admit that I myself got kind of lost in the sauce. There was way too much for me to keep up. There could potentially be some misunderstandings that I have with certain concepts, which I think it's fine, honestly. If I just wanted to understand it more, then I just rewatch it, and I wouldn't mind rewatching this last episode just so I could pick up every last detail here. For me, it's one of those shows where you don't need to understand everything. You just need to experience it. Of course, you guys can disagree with me on that, but that's how I see the show. It was such a delight to watch that, honestly, I'm really excited to get into season 2 and definitely check out the original movie. I believe the movie came out before this and deals with a separate timeline. And, well, while it might have the same characters, there's probably a completely different story that goes on there. So yeah, I definitely wouldn't mind checking those out. But before I go, I will give my rating of the show as a whole. And honestly, do I really need to explain why this is a 10 out of 10? This is a masterpiece through and through. This is a show that inspires other shows. A show that you should watch if you want to get into like making anime, or honestly TV shows or movies in general. There's so many solid building blocks for narrative and world building. The world building is a part that maybe I didn't touch upon enough, but it gave me the same kind of feeling that something with great world building like Made in Abyss is a name that comes to my head. A world that exists and is there for you to discover, as long as you're curious enough to know how these things work, or listen in on what characters are saying and pick up from context clues that, oh, potentially this is what they mean, and this is how this system works, therefore it affects that, and so this becomes a possibility, right? Like the Laughing Man being a possibility, and surviving within the network and keeping your individuality through curiosity, which is something that they showed with the Tachikomas. That is something that I should also mention. Everything, even though it was super confusing while you're getting into the season, everything accumulates and it all makes sense once you hit this final episode, right? It's kind of like a boss fight. Like progressively, each boss becomes more and more difficult, but any good game design uses a final boss that has the mechanics of older previous bosses in them, so your player is already used to them, right? It's the same here with this show. That's my comparison that I can make with it. The animation was great for its time. It still looks really good today. I have no complaints about it. You know, maybe there were some janky shots, but like, come on now. There's some really, really cool action scenes, some very well thought out camera movements. Like through certain hallways, we're gonna have this 3D scene, we're gonna have this Dutch angle here, we're gonna have this weird diagonal zoom. Yeah, everything is in here. This is like a cinematography wet dream, honestly. And of course, I couldn't mention every single one, but I will say that I do appreciate it. very much. Voice acting, top notch. I think good voice acting is when you don't notice anything off about it. And I will say that, yeah, the show definitely doesn't have any problems there. There's some really good emotional moments between characters, and you can really feel certain emotions through them, like pain or pain and suffering. We had a lot of that, didn't we? The music is phenomenal. The OP, while some episodes I might not have said that much in the OP, that's kind of because I was just sitting there vibing with it. I really like this kind of music. The kind of music that they used in Nier and the kind of music that they use here as well. There's just something very, I guess, spiritual about it, and very peaceful and calming. It's up my alley, and it really invokes this feeling of, oh, well, how else would I describe it? Because like my first experience with it is with Automata, so my image of it is like cybernetic, futuristic, but also spiritualistic. In a manner of speaking. And, well, that's basically Ghost in the Shell, right? I'd be interested to see a video that maybe compares certain shots and scenes or narrative points to shows that it clearly inspired. I wonder if there's anything like that on YouTube. But yeah, honestly, I can't think of any more praise that I can put on this show. I can't articulate any more praise onto the show, so I think I'm gonna leave it here. Once again, thank you so much, Pun, for sponsoring these reactions. I am looking forward to hopefully seeing more of these kinds of shows in the future. I hope there's still some out there that I have yet to discover, because a gem like this doesn't come out every season, does it? But yeah, that's gonna be it from me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. I hope you all have a wonderful day or night wherever you are in the world, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.